An Albuquerque neighborhood has some unwelcomed guests. Homeless people making benches into their homes. News 13's Ryan Martin is live near Lett in Columbia with the story. Ryan.
Kim, she's not there right now, but for the last 6 months, this bench has been turned into a shelter, and it's making neighbors a little uncomfortable.
This bench has become a home to a new neighbor.
You know, they got their shopping carts full of stuff everywhere, and it's just their big tarps.
Brian and Scott Keith have lived in this neighborhood off Lett in Columbia for almost 30 years. And this lady's lived here for about 6 months.
It's a little intimidating, you know, and there's this big setup and there's someone hiding out in there and you don't know who or what you're going to confront.
The benches were put in during the Lett and Cole Road project that finished in 2012. The current use, not something the city anticipated becoming a problem.
Absolutely misuse of this equipment and absolute misuse of what its intended purposes are. And
now they're trying to make her move. So far, she's refused. The city is not trying to force her out, but rather convince her to use resources such as heading home to get her back on her feet.
And what the mayor has certainly done over the last 8 years now, working on the housing first model to get them off the streets, get them in the help that they need, teach them the dignity of work.
Some neighbors say she's harmless.
She's been there on a regular basis, and she doesn't really cause any problems. So, I mean, I feel bad for her. People don't seem to bother her there.
Others are hoping for a solution soon before it gets worse.
They see those homeless people hanging out, and they kind of head the other direction. You know, they make a detour, and that way they don't have to confront the individuals.
Now, we asked the mayor's office if the homeless people do not leave when asked when they would be kicked out. They said that timetable is usually to be determined. Kim?
Okay, thanks, Ryan. Now, this is a problem at many of the benches with many different individuals. We did ask the city if they would consider removing the benches, putting in ones that people could not sleep on. They said that is a possible option. The oil and gas